Is this
All
the
right.
winners best of 8? What are we at? I have no
This
idea.
is round of 8 winners.
You do intro.
Alright, going dark.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first series of the NeoGAF tournament, round of 8. Winner's side, we have Elcheris versus Slavik. This is a ZVP on Crossfire. With me casting today is Splinter. Welcome, Splinter. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here today casting this great round of a game between two fine players.
So now, last set we had Slavik fight against Mardil. Mardil also a Master League Zerg, just as Elcheris is, and I think it was a bit of an upset how Slavik beat him 2-1. You know, on this map pool that we have in the NeoGAF tournament here, we do have maps like Agria Valley. It's very hard, you know, for a Zerg to expand on a map like that, and Slavik definitely exploited that fact. And it looks like on this map, Crossfire, we have the same thing he wants to do as well, because Crossfire, it's a very long map, but there's a lot of choke points. So, Splinter, do you have any idea, being an ex-Zerg player, that we can see from this Zerg on this map?
Well, while there are a lot of choke points, there's a lot of pathways as well, so it's a pretty good map for counterattacking as Zerg. However, if the Protoss start moving to their half of the map, they can't actually counterattack at all, as they're able to block off all the passageways. As well, the third is quite far away, so it's a tough third to secure, which is kind of a benefit for Zerg, but of course the narrow pathways kind of balance that out.
Right, and we see, you know, Zerg opening with, you know, speed pool, you know, not, you know, it's pretty safe, but on a map like this, on Crossfire, especially if you have a drone scout and you look at their gate timing, I think it's, you know, pretty safe to do something like a 14 hatch, or if you're feeling, you know, pretty frisky, you can even go 15 hatch on this map.
Yeah, right now, pretty much standard from both players. Slavik, his gas almost finished now, playing up the Cyber Core. Not much to say. I expect we're going to see the standard expansion around 19, 20, 21 by Elcheris, and then most likely 3-gate expand from Slavik.
Right, and in his previous games, he did a sort of variance on the 3-gate expand, but he does get a healthy number of sentries behind it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he went along with that in this game, especially because as you add sentries early to your army, they are invaluable later game, especially on a map like this. There are so many little ramps and chokes that having all that force field built up in the early game is a really key asset later on.
Now, did Slavik wall off over there? I can't tell exactly. No. Or yes, I think he did.
That might just be a mistake. It almost looks like it shouldn't be a wall, but we'll see. His probe wants to get out, but oh man, Slavik might done a blunder here. Maybe he'll
I'd
just
have
kill
to
the
guess it
drone.
is a wall off, seeing as one of Slavik's drones stuck outside of his base, or one of
Hey.
his probes.
And he needs to kill that drone if he wants to tech at all. Maybe just something like Void Ray even. Just try and hide it. Or just throw another gateway down. I guess that'll work too.
Forced to blink Stalker.
That's certainly an option. I think Elcheris is going to be very confused as his drone won't be able to escape. He does have some links poking away at the back rocks, and you get this free probe, so that's always nice to have. But I think he's just going to be, you know, a bit confused. You know, Slavik does have 2 gas, so he's available 2 tech right now. But walling himself off like that, you know, you usually don't want to do that.
I'm surprised he's not letting the links there help him break down those rocks. That's his only way out. Unless he wants to destroy one of these structures, all of them quite important. It's not like it's just a pylon.
Right, his third gate is just getting up, you know, especially with the sentries queued up. It looks like he does want to expand, but he's not going to be able to get out unless he does something else.
Can he get out? Nope. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh! Slavik has just discovered that something is horribly amiss.
Well, there goes down the fourth gate now.
And a
forge.
forge. Oh my goodness. So now I'm thinking of Slavik's options. You know, killing a gateway right now, not the best thing you can do when you're trying to go for a 3-gate expand. So, you know, he can either tech up, build a warp prism to fear his units out, or I think really just go DT or Stargate tech, but he has so many gateways now, he's pretty invested. Anything he hits now is going to be fairly late. He's just trying to bust out behind the rocks. It's going to be an interesting position for sure.
On the other hand, Elcheris right now has a third queen out, has 3 creep tumors down. He's got fourth creep tumor now. He's going to be spraying that creep insanely quickly. Only 27 workers right now. However, he does have his lair just complete, getting his second gas at his main. Not sure exactly. He may be staying on Ling. No, it looks like he's going to be getting a Roach Warren now. Slightly late. However, I think he knew that Slavik was stuck in his base, so he delayed that.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, his second gas was fairly late. He still hasn't put guys on it, but getting a second gas at like 40 food just to, you know, power out what he can. You know, right now he's up 9 drones, and that's pretty significant number. Adding on a third hatch now, you know, getting some good creep spread, having that one queen just dedicated to, you know, having creep tumors around the map. Slavik finally pushing out with his forces. It looks like he will, in fact, want to expand. Of course, it's going to be very hard for him to try and one base in a situation like this, unless he does some sort of weird tech all-in. But he's going to have his units move out, see what he can do with these sentries. They are having a lot of energy. Thank you, Splinter. We have Slavik pushing down, just making sure, you know, don't allow the Zerg to drone forever. Elcheris moving some of his drones out. All he has is Lings right now. Got to be very careful with those force fields.
The most delayed 4-gate ever, but he wasn't ready for it.
I know, it looked like he tried to be a little bit greedy, but honestly, with the, he should have had Matt Vision with those links, he should have saw it coming, and with all this sentry energy, he'll just be able to force field the ramp, even though it's, you know, bigger than the other ones. Slavik just has to stay on top of it.
He's not even making units right now. Now he's starting to make units as his main hatch. He's not going to have enough, he doesn't have enough production.
This is, kind of, hilarious. It's like a 3-minute delayed 4-gate.
The proxy pond's so far away, but there's just way too many units here, I think. A round of zealots, and he should be able to walk in and end the game.
Yeah, Slavik showcasing the power of 4-gate, no matter when it hits or what units you have in it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because me and Elcheris actually practiced ZVP. I was playing Protoss, and he defended the 4-gate every single time. And I was hitting quite a bit earlier. But, I don't know what happened here.
He just wasn't expecting him to come in. You know, he might be nervous. That's certainly a possibility. That proxy pylon that's actually close is now finished. Going to march in before these spines finish. Spread out a couple force fields, block all those Zerglings from coming in. And there are just so many Stalkers. That's 18 Stalkers. Those Roaches won't be able to do anything, even with some hero transfusion. And basically this 10-minute 4-gate is going to win Slavik the game, and even if it doesn't, he is securing his expansion, and the Zerg, of course, has the expansion taken out. So interesting play from Slavik. It didn't seem like it would be going in his favor, but it looks like it will.
Yeah, definitely not the level of game I think anyone expected here. But, hey, it's the NeoGAF tourney. Who would have thought Big AT would beat Ezra? Who would have thought Slavik would win with a 9-minute 4-gate?
And that forge that he threw down, that gave him a +1 zealots. Fantastic against, lanes, of course. Buff stalker damage. Elcheris got his +1 armor. But quite frankly, it's there's a GG is called. Well, our Zerg player will have the map choice now.
Was that Slavik's choice for a map?
I would assume that was Slavik's just because of the layout.
Yeah, I was gonna say Crossfire is pretty awful for CVP. Or Zerg.
Actually, Elcheris' choice was Crossfire. Slavik's was Metalopolis.
Really?
Well, he's dumb.
I find Crossfire a good map for ZVT for Zerg, but
It's
not
so
for
force
ZVP.
fieldable.
Yeah. Scrap. No surprise there.
Like we might have to remake. I think Elcheris got disconnected.
Slavik wins 2-0.